Just finished day number 5 of the asana practice. So today is the day that I increase from holding the poses for 9 breaths to 12 breaths. And again, it didn't add very much. Maybe in terms of time, it added about maybe 2 to 3 more minutes, maybe 5 minutes, not much longer. Interesting. I honestly had the feeling that it would be a lot longer, would add more time to hold the breath longer, but it's really not adding that much time. And I will say that 12 breaths to me feels like the ideal amount of time to hold the breath. Well, I like to, one thing that I do when I'm practicing myself personally, and I do teach it as well, you know, I breathe in 3s. So I'll do the first 3 breaths, I'll just get into the pose. The next 3 breaths, I try to get a little deeper into the pose, or I'll check my alignment as I'm going along. And I do that every 3 breaths. I do something, you know, a little bit different. I'm doing like a heading check to see how I'm feeling. Am I really opening up? And as you sit in the pose a little bit longer, like let's say you're sitting in Utthita Trikonasana, and in that pose, you know, there's maybe some tightness in the hamstrings. So as you sit in it longer, the muscles start to loosen up. So by the end of the 9th breath, and I'm going into breath 10, 11, and 12, I really try to get into the pose the best that I can at the end. Not like with a judgmental kind of way, but I try to open up into the pose and I try to focus on all the little alignment points as much as I can. So for me personally, 12 breaths is ideal. But, you know, I created the beginner class for anybody that's brand new, you're not really familiar with the poses, or, you know, it really is a great practice for if you're in a little bit of a hurry and you just want a daily practice, or you don't have a lot of time in your day. 6 breaths is fine, I think. It definitely works. But for me personally, I think 12 breaths is ideal. And if you really wanted to increase and you wanted to get a little bit more out of that session, or this particular practice that I've been sharing with you, you can just repeat every single pose twice. And that's gonna get you a lot longer there, right? So double that. So if you think about if today it took me about 23 minutes to get through this, so it would be about a 40-minute practice, which is great. And you'll feel a lot different than you feel just going through the poses one time. You're gonna be, wow, you're gonna feel like you got a workout in. But today felt great. I would say today would be one of those days where I would not have practiced yoga. In fact, I almost skipped today because as I mentioned this morning when I did my video for yesterday's practice, because I did the video this morning, I had a long night and I was pretty tired and I got very little sleep and I've just been kind of tired all day long. So one mark in the positive direction of doing the asanas, I feel much more awake right now. I feel like I got a whole night's rest. It's amazing how doing the asanas and then sitting in shavasana, you end up feeling like really rejuvenated and awake. So just make a mental note of that. If you're getting into a day and you think, man, I don't really feel like doing this today, then just commit to getting started and do the simple one, the beginner yoga. Follow the beginner yoga video that I created and hold for 6 breaths. And all of a sudden you'll feel like a brand new person. You literally feel like a brand new person. It's pretty amazing. So day 5 is complete. Tomorrow will be a repeat of this. And yeah, like I said, I would have skipped today, but I didn't. And I feel like a brand new person sitting here talking to you in this moment. Hope you guys are joining me. I would love to hear how it's going for you. Are you practicing this? Is it working for you? Do you have any questions? Any questions while you're in the pose? Really, this is a group participation here. This isn't just Jason is experiencing 7 days of yoga. By the way, Jason's done a lot of yoga in his life, more than 7 days in a row. I mean, I've done probably a full year worth of yoga every single day. So I know what it's like to practice every single day, but I'm challenging myself to do it again and to do it in a way that can be super simple, right? So it's not overly complex. You're just doing a little bit of yoga and getting that experience. And more importantly, it's to inspire you guys to do it as well and to see what it's like for you if you're getting the same benefits from it that I've been getting. So it's a 7-day challenge. I'm doing it, but I'd love for you to do it along with me, and I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Day 5 is in the books. Thank you guys for joining me as usual. Talk to you tomorrow.